We've all been there. You're standing in a museum, staring at a painting, and all you can think is, I don't get it. To me, knowing the story behind an artwork is a huge part of knowing how to look at it. I'm Amanda, the host of the Art of History podcast, where we view history through the lens of some really great works of art. Each episode, we dive deep into the bigger picture behind some familiar and maybe not so familiar pieces. Check out Art of History now wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, Culture Kids! Thank you for joining us today and happy holidays! Please note that we are currently on break until January 6th. Stay tuned for lots of new content in store for 2024. See you next year and happy holidays!
I love you and we miss you. Culture Kids, welcome to our show. My name is Asher and I am your host along with my mom, Kristen. Today we have a special birthday shout out to Clark Cruz in Whittier, California. Clark is a friend of mine and we're so happy she is celebrating her birthday with us. Happy birthday, Clark.
Clark, we hope all your wishes come true, and thank you for listening to Culture Kids Podcast. Today, we're going to learn about a special place here in the United States.
It's located in the sunny, beautiful state of Florida. There are lots of beautiful beaches. And no matter where you are in Florida, you're never more than 60 miles from the water.
Florida has more than 7,700 lakes and is the only state that borders the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean.
There are lots of unique animals that are special to the state of Florida. This place in Florida has tons of gentle, whiskered, cute sea cows called manatees.
Asher, would you like to introduce what we're learning about today?
Crystal River.
Crystal River is a beautiful area located on the west coast of Florida, and it gets its name from the crystal clear waters that flow through it.
It is home to the largest winter population of manatees in the world. Wow. That means there's a good chance you could see one if you go visit.
But also a haven for other amazing wildlife.
We went there pretty recently, and the water was so clear, and we got to swim with manatees.
Yes, but before we dive into that, due to popular demand, let's play another game of true or false.
Let's do this!
I'll go first. True or false? Manatees are excellent jumpers and can leap out of the water just like dolphins.
False! They're so big, I can't imagine them jumping. And they're so slow.
You're right. It's false. Manatees are not jumpers like dolphins. They're more known for their slow and gentle swimming style.
Oh, they're so slow and cuddly.
Next, true or false? Manatees use their flippers to grab and hold onto objects just like our hands.
False? I don't really remember seeing them hold onto things, but their flippers were very big.
Yup, it is true. Manatees don't have flippers like our hands. They have large paddle-like flippers that are used for swimming.
Oh yeah, it does look like paddles. Okay, my turn. True or false? Manatees have sharp teeth that they use to catch their food.
From what I remember, I think they are herbivores, meaning they only eat plants and they are very gentle. So I can't imagine that they would have very sharp teeth. So, false.
Ding, ding, ding. Yup, they're herbivores. And they have no sharp teeth.
Shoo!
Instead, they have flat, grinding teeth that help them chew plants.
Very cool. They sure are gentle giants. So, let's explore a bit more about Crystal River and why it is so important to the state of Florida. So, as we talked about earlier, Crystal River is an incredibly special place that holds great significance for the state of Florida and the adorable manatees that call it home.
So cool.
It's a cozy winter retreat for manatees. The warm spring waters of Crystal Rivers make a safe and comfortable place for these gentle giants. It's like having a warm, fuzzy blanket.
Aww.
Crystal River is often called the Manatee Capital of the world because it has the largest winter population of manatees on the planet.
It means lots of manatees go there during the winter. When we went to visit, we saw manatees floating along the water. And the water is so clear, you could see them from the boat.
Yes, the Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge, which is like a big sanctuary for the manatees, helps keep the manatees safe by creating rules for people.
For example, there are areas where boats are not allowed, so manatees can swim safely.
The refuge also takes care of manatees' homes. They make sure that the water is clean and healthy for the manatees to live in. They also make sure that the plants that the manatees eat, like seagrass, are protected and can grow well.
The refuge also teaches people and schools about manatees and why they are important.
Yes, manatees are very important to the world because they play a crucial role in keeping our underwater ecosystems healthy.
They're known as gentle giants because they eat a lot of plants, especially underwater grass.
Yummy.
This helps control their growth and maintain a balanced environment.
Oh, because everything in life is about balance.
Exactly.
And this is my favorite thing ever.
Uh-huh.
Manatees plant seeds through their poop.
Whoops.
Yes, manatees plant seeds through their poop because they eat plants with yummy fruits and seeds. When they digest the plants, some seeds survive the journey through their bodies and come out with their poop.
So when manatees poop in the water, the seeds float away and can grow into new plants. Ha ha ha!
I'm glad this information brings you so much joy, Asher.
Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge also helps other animals living there too. They protect and take care of the rivers and springs that are home for lots of birds, fish, reptiles, and mammals.
And they also study these animals to understand how they live and what they need to survive. The refuge works hard to keep the environment healthy by removing harmful plants, restoring natural areas, and improving the quality of the water.
These people are like superheroes for the animals in the area. Let's talk about what it's like to swim with manatees in the Crystal River.
Ah, yes, the part that Asher has been patiently waiting for. When swimming with manatees, you'll join a guided tour to make sure you know all the rules and you can have a safe and fun experience.
Welcome.
The tour groups start with a briefing to teach you about manatees and how to interact with them safely and respectfully.
Because remember what we said last week, when you're going into the water, you're visiting their home.
That's right. So first, you'll wear your snorkeling gear and a wetsuit to keep yourself warm in the water. Then you board a boat with a guide and they'll take you to the river.
But there are important things to remember. You have to enter the water very quietly.
Shh!
That was hard because my baby sister Arden was nervous, so she was whining a little bit.
But she did a really great job after we reminded her that she was safe. Other things to remember is to float on the surface while observing the manatees from a distance.
And you cannot chase them or touch them. And you have to try to swim without splashing too much.
Shh, be quiet.
My favorite part was seeing the baby manatee and the mommy manatee. So cute. They were floating side by side. They didn't ever move much.
At one point, they were so still that I thought they were just giant gray rocks. I was so surprised to observe closer and see that they were actual manatees, not rocks.
It's because they're gentle giants. They can move fast, but not super fast.
Very cool. So, do you remember what kind of sounds manatees made?
Oh, can I tell you a fun fact? Manatees don't have vocal cords, but they still can make lots of cute sounds. They could also make grunting sounds and moaning sounds, kind of like a deep sigh.
Even though they don't have vocal cords, they communicate by using clicks, chirps, whistles, and squeaks. It's like they have their own underwater language too. Well, and before we wrap it up, here are some other cool facts about Crystal Springs in Florida. You ready?
Yes!
It has over 30 natural springs, which contributes to its crystal clear water.
The springs give a source of fresh water and help maintain a stable ecosystem.
It is also known for its abundance of outdoor activities. Besides swimming with manatees, you can also enjoy activities like kayaking, fishing, and exploring the nature trails. And lastly, they even have a manatee festival every year. It celebrates the presence of manatees and raises awareness about their conservation efforts. People gather to enjoy live music, savor local food, play games, and take guided boat tours or kayaks to see manatees. This festival is very important in educating the public about manatees.
That is so cool. I wish we lived in Florida so we could visit the manatees again.
Me too. And that manatee festival sounds like a blast. Well, it's time to wrap it up and end our episode with some fun jokes, as we always do.
Okay, I have one. How do you catch a squirrel?
How?
Climb a tree and act like a nut.
That's a good one. Act like a nut. How do you act like a nut, Asher?
You dance and go, whoa!
Very nutty. Mommy's turn. How does a river greet its friends?
How?
Water, you up to? Water, you up to water?
I get it.
Well, that's all we have for today. And grown-ups, we want to hear about how your family celebrates birthdays. If there is a fun way that your family likes to celebrate, please email us at culturekidspodcast@gmail.com. Once again, that's culturekidspodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, see you later.
Alligators.